I could do gigs all over the world or all over the country, and they're good, but there is nothing like playing records here.
When you come down to Cork, you're never going to have any doubt in your mind as to what the atmosphere is going to be like.
They're very rowdy. When they actually go out, they go out hard. Like, people are going to be swinging from the rafters. That's the kind of scene that's down here.
Cork people just let go, and they can make noise and they can shout. They let you know that they're there.
The energy is there, and the fact that it's good people out dancing to good techno music.
Once the birthplace of house music in Ireland, Cork may now be a forgotten scene. The story consists of the old heads and the new generation. Greg Dowling is one half of Fish Go Deep and founder of Ireland's first ever club night.
We've been playing in Cork City, I think since 1988, and we're kind of putting on nights and DJs and stuff in Cork right from the beginning.
To put that into perspective, back when he started out, Margaret Thatcher was still Prime Minister of the UK, and the Berlin Wall would stand for another year. Then you got the new generation, who've now taken the reins and are putting on parties in the city.
I'm Donald O'Brien. I run Block down here in Cork with a few of my friends. We do a lot more like sort of student-based nights. We are going from strength to strength as well. Like, we're kind of building up a bit of notoriety around here, and like the fan base keeps increasing.
I've threatened a few times, oh, I'm going to leave Cork, but I never do.
And that's Jamie Behan. He's run nights in his record label Bastardo Electrico out of Cork for the last 15 years. He's been there through it all.
I moved to Cork when I was 17. I just wanted to come to Cork, get in on the action, get into the thick of it. And at the time, there was absolutely zero techno in Cork.
Cork was particularly more on the soulful, deeper end of things. I'm not sure why. We were kind of right at the time when, you know, the whole thing's kicked off. You know, house music appeared.
Cork was a deep house stronghold, and it was a religion. It was almost a religion down here at the time. So we discovered there was a lot of young people who were hungry for proper, real techno.
Cork City took to it really quickly, which was kind of unusual. Like, I think we were there just before Dublin kind of got the scene rolling, and it was just a mad, crazy time.
The foundations of the scene were built on a club called Sir Henry's, an old rock venue which held weekly raves and hosted some of the biggest names in house and techno.
And Jamie invited me down to play in Sir Henry's, which is a very famous club down here, the most famous club.
We were kind of very lucky to have Sir Henry's, which had a decent sound system and a very open-minded policy towards what was going on inside the building. It led to this kind of real free atmosphere.
When I first started going out there, people used to bring little bags with them with a change of clothes for afterwards, or a change of trainers when you go in there, because it was so filthy. People didn't go in there, they didn't get dressed up to go in there, they dressed down to go in there. They dressed almost like they were going to the gym.
You know, back then it was very much the heady days, the rave days, and we can never kind of equal those days. That was the heyday, and that only happens once.
You coming out tomorrow? That's what I did tomorrow. Come on tomorrow. Oh my God. I have a question. I'm looking right at it. Everyone, someone just put ball and chain.
There's a feeling, a shared feeling. When you walked in there, you just got caught up in the atmosphere of the place. It was just an atmosphere almost of joy.
The ball and chain ain't gonna never break me down. Well, you see, I can't stand the pain, well, of having you around.
It closed in 2003, and this is all that's left.
We're struggling with places to play. There's no venue that everybody's kind of set on. We had that before.
Down here, we only really have one venue, and they're kind of like between, say, like all the promoters that are down here, they kind of only really use that one venue, and that's kind of like where it is. So it's kind of like, it creates almost like a sense of community, like where everyone kind of like helps each other rather than like competes with each other. So we do a lot of like sort of BYOB events. We be kind of like aiming for like more like sort of student market. We kind of like float around from place to place. Like we try like not to like anchor ourselves down anywhere. Like we've done everything from, you know, burrito shops to Asian restaurants. We at the moment we're kind of like in a vintage hall as well.
Without the people, the younger people, sure, they'll just die. Older people they have kids, don't go out every weekend, and they don't have that same energy.
It's very heartening to know that we have this kind of scene now where there's younger people putting on stuff.
But the young people will always have that kind of, yes, come on. You know, so they're egging you on almost. It's great. I love them.
There must be something in the air or something in the water. People tend to think outside the box down here, and they don't go with the trends. And I think that's a reason why my night has been running so long.
The passion for music in Cork is undeniable. It's the commitment from people like Jamie and Greg to the city's music culture that paves the way for the younger generation.
I think I will always come back here. My heart will always be here, and I wouldn't be happy unless I knew Cork had a good, stable techno landscape. I almost feel like it's my vocation.
With Cork, you cannot deny the history that it has. I always feel very, very at home when I come here, and it's. I would look forward to a gig in Cork than I would most other places, to be honest.
For those that think Ireland's dance music scene revolves around Dublin, when you take a step outside the capital city, you may find a spirit and a history that runs deeper than you ever thought existed.
If anybody who thought we're behind, come to one of our nights and see the reaction, the feeling, the passion, the sheer craziness. Come to one of those and tell me that Cork is behind Dublin in any way. It might not be Jeff Mills to 2,000 people, but the energy is there. The energy, the passion for the music, which is what it's all about as far as I'm concerned.